What up, beautiful souls? Your soul ain't beautiful. Don't even answer up. It's 11 pages in a day. We're reading in the Kabbalah. Let's go. It says, the prophet Elias, having learned in the heavenly college the profound mystery and true import of the words in Isaiah 25 and 26. To whom will you liken me? And shall I be equal? Saith the Holy One. Lift up your eyes on high, and behold, who hath created these things? Revealed to Simon B. Josiah that God in his absolute nature is unknown and incomprehensible, and hence, in a certain sense, non-existent, that this who had become active and creative to demonstrate its existence, and that it is only by these works of creation that it made itself known to us. It is therefore the combination of the unknown who, these visible works that showed it to be God, which is produced by transposed and united with, or as it is in the language of the Kabbalah. Before it gave any shape to the world, before it produced any form, it was alone, without a form, and resemblance to anything else. Who then can comprehend it, how it was before the creation, since it was formless? Hence it is forbidden to represent it by any form, similitude, or even by a sacred name, by a single letter or a single point. And to this, the words, ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that the Adonai spake unto you. Ye have not seen anything with you, anything which you could represent by any form or likeness. But after it created the form of the heavenly man, it used it as a chariot wherein to descend, and wishes to be called by this form, which is the sacred name, Yehovah. It wishes to be known by its attributes, and each attribute separately, and therefore had itself called the God of mercy, the God of justice, Almighty, God of the Sabaoth and the being. It wishes thereby to make it known its nature, and that we should see how its mercy and compassion extend both to the world and to all operations. For if it had not poured out its light upon all its creatures, how could we ever have known it? How could the words be fulfilled? The whole earth is full of its glory. Woe be to him who compares it with its own attributes, or still worse, with the Son of Man, whose foundation is in the dust, who vanishes and is no more. Hence, the form in which we delineate it simply describes each time its dominion over a certain attribute or over the creatures generally. We cannot understand more of its nature than the attribute expresses. Hence, when it is divested of all these things, it has neither any attribute nor any similitude or form. The form in which it is generally depicted is to be compared to a very expansive sea, for the waters of the sea are in themselves without a limit or form, and it is only when they spread themselves upon the earth that they assume a form. We can now make the following calculations. The source of the sea's waters and the waters in stream proceeding therefrom to spread itself are two. Wow. A great reservoir is then formed, just as if a huge hollow had been dug. This reservoir is called C, and is the third. Thus unfathomable, deep divides itself into 7 streams, resembling 7 long vessels. The source, the water stream, the sea, and the 7 streams make together 10. And when the master breaks the vessel which he has made, the waters return to the source, and then only the pieces of these vessels, dried up and without any water. It is in this way that the cause of causes give rise to the 10 Sephiroth. So it was a lot in there just now. 11 pages in a day, y'all. We gonna pause it right here and get back at you. Stay well, stay whole, baby. We're reading in the Kabbalah. Let's go, greatness. You already know. Days of the strong, way of absolutes. Skin real deep, let it get deep inside.